um, hey guys, just in time, 1 minute to start the match. Maybe I put some music. Okay, I'm ready. "20 seconds. Let's go. I'm gonna put music. Maybe the stream is muted later, but kind of want to get some music while I play. All right, here we go. First game, I'm white against no takebacks. That's his nickname. And we get an Aleking. Oh boy. Hey OJ. I can't remember the theoretical lines of the Aleking, but I think I'll play the 4 pawns variation. It's a bit risky to play like this, but I feel confident today, I don't know why. As you know, I'm an Alekhine player myself, so I have some ideas here. There's the line with c5, there's knight c6, there's bishop f5. I think bishop f5 is the main one, isn't it? There's the g6 line also, the one I would probably play. He plays bishop f5, that's the more standard, I think. Now e6, knight c3, knight c6, knight f3, things like that. Then there's the bishop g4, d5. I think. Or should I prevent queen h4? Can't remember. I don't think I should prevent it. I need the knight already on c3. If knight f3, bishop g4, to be able to play d5, I need the knight already on c3. So that's my guess, that I have to play knight c3 here. Knight c3, if queen h4, bishop f2? No, just g3, because the knight is protecting e4. Yeah, the knight protects e4, so if queen h4, just g3. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't play this with black. I studied these lines a long time ago, a lot of years ago. And now there's the knight f3 line, right? Knight f3, and if he spends this tempo on going bishop g4, there's the crazy line with d5. It's crazy, but I think I remember some ideas, so I would go for it. So bishop g4, d5, knight b4, knight e4, knight d4 I mean. No, how is it? Okay, never mind, it didn't happen. Here, on the other hand, I can go d5, right? d5 takes. d5, knight b4, knight d4. I think this is it. He can trade first. Let's see if I remember. I know there are some crazy ideas of attacking. There are some crazy lines involving castling. Can't remember them, but yeah, knight b4 is always answered with knight d4, controlling c2 and attacking f5. That's why you play knight f3 before you play rook c1. There's no need for rook c1 if you can go knight d4. Because more normal, like what solid people usually do, is just rook c1, then b3, just be solid. But I think this is the main, one of the main lines, a critical one. I think I learned this from a series on Chess24 by Spanish Grandmaster Ivan Salgado. So now he cannot take here because the bishop would hang. So despite him attacking this pawn a lot, he can just not take it. I can't remember the rest of the line. I think bishop g6 is the main move. Can't remember though. Should I go a3? Should I go bishop e2 and castle? Should I play d6? I think there's the line taking on e6. He's got c5. Oh, I remember a line where I go bishop e5. How can that happen? a3 and then take, or d6 takes. Maybe it's not d5, bishop e5. I think I'm gonna play a3. I think I'm gonna play a3 here. a3, knight a6. Take, c5, take. I'll play a3. I'm a bit concerned about e takes d5, although it's probably a bad move, but yeah, I want his knight out of there. It would be nice to study this line again. I think I'm gonna study this line again after this game, because next time I want to play the 4 pawns variation, I should know what to do here. It took a whole minute for me to play a3. I'm not sure a3 is the move. I'm trying to remember some ideas against that queen, but wow, he sacrificed the knight. Okay, I'll take it. I won't think long in this one. Okay, so his idea is to regain the piece with c5 followed by d4, I guess. But bishop e5 check is interesting, because c6 I can even take, knight takes. It's not particularly tempting though. I think I might have better options. But it's not bad either, although he would end up with the bishop pair, and I would take 2 pawns for that. So after that, I would have 2 rooks 2 pieces, he would have 2 rooks 3 pieces, same pawns but d5 weak, and I'll be castled, he will be castled, d5 hanging, I might be able to take it instead. Oh no, the queen on a8 defends d5. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's tempting. It's tempting. Trying to decide whether I have anything better. I don't see anything better. I could wait for him to play c5 and then bishop e5 check, but then I'm losing a piece unless I move now bishop or knight. For instance, I don't know, bishop f4. Bishop f4, if c5 check, then I move the knight. But I want to castle, so yeah, I'll go for it. Maybe I spend too much time on this move. Well, I could also go bishop a4 after c6. I don't need to sack the piece. Bishop a4, if knight takes, queen takes, so the pawn's still pinned, so he cannot win my piece. But I think once we reach this point, I think I need to go for this. Interestingly, material is equal now, so I could just take on d5 instead of taking the exchange. I don't think there's any reason to do it, especially now that he moved the king. He could have gone knight d7 instead. Okay, so I'm gonna castle. So this is the position I was trying to assess. And I remember in some positions the king, nothing to do with this one, but in the main line, the king ends up there and white castles and the rook is here and there are some e6 ideas. So some ideas from the main line I can still borrow. I can still borrow them. Anyway, I think I'm threatening to win a pawn on d5 with bishop takes b6. Not looking terrible, although I'd prefer to keep the bishop, my bishop, alive. Maybe knight c4 is a move here. It's kind of hard to calculate. Maybe queen takes d5 is a good answer. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like a good answer. What else can he do? Yeah, his rook is not great. And my rooks, I think I can put them into play soon and fast. Right now the score is 0-0, 1-0 now for us. Yeah, in principle we have, at least according to the ratings, we're the favorites in this match. But you never know. I think I have a pleasant position. Yeah, so he goes for knight c4. I thought queen takes d5 was probably good. If queen takes, knight takes. If he takes on e3 and I take back, he can go bishop c5. I can just defend it. He's got the two bishops, some compensation, yeah. I could also do the other way, knight takes. And if takes on e3, takes on e3, bishop c5, I would have queen c1 instead of other moves. And I think that's good. Also, maybe I can just move the bishop, just bishop d4. Maybe bishop d4 is much simpler. If he takes on b2, I'll go queen. This knight d3 then. How strong is e6 if I ever get it? I don't think it's too strong. So bishop d4, knight b2, queen f3, knight d3, queen takes d5. Or, I mean, I could go bishop c1. Bishop c1 is the simplest, maybe? It's not a move I want to do. Bishop c1, knight takes d5, queen takes d5. Okay, I will allow the bishop pair for him. It's the most simplifying line. And my point here, I thought rook e1, but I'm gonna go immediately king f2, so that my rooks can go to the open lines faster. King e7 is normal now. I have b4 or rook c1. I think rook c1, bishop b6, king f3. Rook c1. If you're young, ambitious, workaholic with PhD in your pocket and possess an attractive appearance, you can apply for a position of Pebble moderator for only $20. Now this is interesting. He's attacking 2 pawns, so he wants to take my pawns. But I have rook c7, and I don't know what's going on there. I'm gonna go rook c7 check first. King f3 was interesting. King f3, bishop e5 was annoying. And here I'm gonna go king f3. Bishop e2, rook a7. If he takes on e5 with the bishop, I also take on a7. I just unpinned my knight. I don't know. There's some ideas for both sides here. Bishop h5, I will always answer with g4. And okay, now his rook can come and do something, but I don't see anything critical. Like rook d8, maybe I can go rook d1. We're winning 3-0. 3 minutes left for me, and almost the same for my opponent. I don't think all the moderators meet those requirements, Fonza. Not all of them. So he goes for this. Because he has bishop g4, bishop e3. But that's really not even winning a pawn, because then f7 is hanging. And I would love to remove one of his bishops, definitely. So now that my knight is unpinned, if he goes bishop g6, at the very least I can go knight c4 and defend everything. But maybe I'm not interested in defending everything. Maybe I'm more interested in knight f5. Okay, he's trying to be clever, I think, but that wasn't very clever. So rook check, king d7. I'll just take the pawn, I believe. Now bishop g6 looks forced, and rook e1 is really tempting. Instead of rook a6, which is the obvious. Yeah, let's go. Bishop takes h2 is possible. It's amazingly possible. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm sure I have an attack or something. So against bishop h2, knight f1 is a bad move, but maybe knight f5 is a good move. Bishop takes b2, knight c4, obviously. So rook e1 is a tricky move, and I want I like doing tricky moves when my opponent is down on time. We're winning 4-0. I have a meeting in 40 minutes, so I hope, yeah, there's enough time to finish the match. This is tricky because his king cannot really escape. King f6. Whoa. Allowing knight c4. But wait, what if I do g5? g5 should be annoying for him because he wants to play f6 to defend the bishop. He really wants that against knight c4 and stuff like. For instance, h4, knight c4, he has to go f6, I think. Bishop h5 check first, I don't know. Bishop h5, I have king e4 maybe. Wait, what? Now this is getting very interesting. I'm gonna go with the check first. This is a tricky move. Knight c4, there was rook d3 check, and I wasn't sure. Probably nothing. King f2, rook d2 check. But I think rook a6 is more annoying. Because he doesn't really want to block the rook, but I think he has to. Or allow a rook trade with rook d6. Yeah, king e7 looks very, very risky. Maybe I can go rook takes g6, followed by knight c4. Maybe knight c4 immediately, but then f6. Oh no, then f6, knight takes e5. Okay, so knight c4. If rook d3 check, I will eventually escape from the checks. e4 is protected, so let's go there. Rook takes d6 was probably a winning endgame also, but I think this is easier. Here he doesn't have a check. And now this. And yes, he has this check, but if pawn takes, which he did, I take the bishop. And now against the check, I just put my rook on e2. I think he will resign now. Yeah. GG. 6 points. Okay. Second game. e4. So he played the Alekhine defense. Let's play the Alekhine defense. Gonna pre-move knight b6 though. Ah, okay, he goes for that. Play the. Ah, he doesn't play the 4 pawns. Now I'm gonna show him. We're winning. It's not updated because my the result of my own game is not updated yet. So we're probably winning. Now it is updated. Hey Civilian, what's up? How's life going, buddy? Six 6 games to 0. So we're trying here to make an adoption or something. We're going for the 12-0. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Now I'm playing black. So are 2 of my teammates. Let's play bishop g7. He went for bishop a3. I wonder whether he's copying my moves from the first game. But of course, this is a different setup by black. He can try queen d2. But no, he goes rook c1. That's what I mentioned before, that many people go for that as a very solid approach. It's actually very solid because he will play b3 and defend c4. So I won't have the usual tricks of bishop g4, bishop takes f3. But I might go for the break with e5. Yeah. A bit of rating difference, yes. But you can never trust these ratings. I've been beaten lately by very, very low ratings in this kind of competitions. I don't trust any ratings. Yeah. So Yeah, what's my best try here? I might go for a d5 at some point. I'm not sure how to proceed. When I play bullet, I go knight c6, e5. But yeah, I have time to think now. a5, a4 could be an idea. If he ever goes c5, I guess I'm not worried. If he ever goes d5, I should not be worried either. So I might just go knight c6. c6, d5, knight e5. Ah, then there's the line with f5. Yeah, let's go knight c6. So I think there's one line that goes d5, knight e5, oops, knight e5, and then he tries to trap my knight with, no, it's not h3. What is this? Maybe I'm mixing lines here. That would be unfortunate. I don't think he wants to play d5. However, he's not winning any material and he's more flexible keeping the pawns like this. So knight f3 looks normal. And now that he played rook c1, b3, I don't think bishop g4 is such a great move for me. So he can go knight f3 without playing h3 first, I guess. But if he wants to be safe, maybe just h3 and then knight f3, then bishop e2, then castle. One of my teammates already won the second game, and we have a draw. We have a draw in another the FM drew the second game. So we're not gonna adopt, for my definition of adoption, we're not gonna adopt this team. But we already won the match, so that's good. Yeah, maybe he made a draw for that reason, or maybe his opponent was also stronger than expected. Okay, it's weird that my opponent is thinking. What could he be thinking? Maybe he's calculating d5, or maybe he's, yeah, considering whether he should go knight f3 or h3. So bishop g4, h3, I guess I have to take, then he takes, they have e5, then the e looks normal, d5 also looks normal. In both cases, I think I will have knight d4. It's not impressive, he will have knight e5 as well. Maybe some queen a5 later. My bishop on g7 is actually a good bishop. So bishop g4, bishop takes f3 is not terrible. Maybe I do it. Now going for d5 looks suspicious. d5, c5, knight e7 is not possible. I lose a pawn there. d5, c5. Knight d7, knight takes d5, knight takes, yeah. Okay. Well, if I'm not gonna play d5, because I can't, I think bishop g4 makes a lot of sense. Then I take, then I play e5, and yeah, okay, let's go for that. It's weird because I play this instantly in bullet games. Oh, bishop e2. Okay. I usually play this instantly, and here I'm just thinking. And yeah, honestly, I don't think I will find anything that I never seen before. So why would I spend my time calculating a position like this? Rook c8 makes normal sense. Rook c8 now. I mean, c4 is very solid, but it's my only semi-open file, so I guess the rook belongs there. And I'm gonna take sooner or later on f3. The problem is now with the bishop, b7 is gonna be a problem. So I know here there are the ideas of queen c7, queen b8. So queen c7 now makes sense. Queen c7, if knight d5, queen b8, if he takes on b6, he doubles my pawns. Queen c7, knight d5, yeah, it's a bit annoying. Knight b5, queen b8, and I'm fine. But knight d5, Queen b8 takes. I don't like that. Okay, maybe it's time to reroute this knight. This knight is doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Maybe d5 wins a pawn for him. Or maybe it doesn't. So knight d7, d5, bishop f3, knight e5, bishop a7, queen a5. Looks like I'm losing a pawn. I have b6. I might trap his bishop. b6 and queen c7, knight b5, queen b7 and rook e8, rook a8. And I still have my bishop. Okay, I'll go for it. I think I spent too much time here. We'll see. So d5, d5, bishop f3, knight c, e5, bishop a7, b6. Maybe knight d5, rook a8. Yeah, so knight d5 is a bad move. And if knight b5, rook a8, followed by queen c8, queen b7 ideas. We'll see. At some part of the line, I might take on f3. Ah, he didn't do it. Okay, then let's take. And now let's play something else. So a6 is a logical continuation, because otherwise d5 will win the pawn, although we might just transpose to the lines we calculated because h3 is not an interesting inclusion there. Yeah, but if I go e5, I lose the a7 pawn. Takes. No, I don't. What am I saying? e5, d5, knight e4. Takes, knight e4, knight c5. And the line I'm not calculating is e5, bishop takes c6. e5, bishop takes c6, pawn takes d4, bishop takes d7, queen takes d7. So e5, bishop takes d6. c6, sorry, bishop takes c6 is a problem. Rook takes. If d5, rook a6, which is a funny move, but might work. You could also do pawn takes. e5 takes. I need to play faster. Let's keep the pawn. Yeah, 3 minutes against 6 minutes. I don't have any any reason to keep calculating that line. It's too complicated. And I feel like I'm missing some stuff today. Like whenever I'm reviewing a line I just calculated, I'm seeing new things. So yeah, let's play safe. Let's play safe instead. Okay, let's see. d5, knight e5, obviously. c5, maybe knight b4. c5, maybe just nothing. c5. Well, I can take it. Queen there, okay. So now he's gonna have bishop h6 and more presence on the d file, but in general, in principle, this should work. Ah, well, takes. Takes, rook to the d file. Maybe it's not so obvious. No, not so obvious. Let's not do it. 2 minutes 32 versus 5 minutes and a half. And I have the feeling I'm gonna get a worse endgame here. So my 97 move, I didn't quite make it work because it was to prepare e5. I never get to play e5. I played a6, rook e8. Okay, so my idea against bishop h6 is e5, obviously. But he was there. Yeah, now e5 is a bit risky. Unless I take with a knight on e5, which is not my idea. It's not what I wanted. But I might do it anyway. Let's do it. So yes, I'm losing a pawn. But I think it's pretty safe because I have knight takes f3. If he takes queen takes d6, I have knight takes f3. And if bishop c6, I have rook c6. That's my point. It's the worst pawn ever, I have to say. But for the moment, it's defended. And he will need to work to win it, I hope. Maybe he just has knight e4 here and maybe it's easier than I expected. Huh. Or rook e6. Or that. Definitely missed that. Bishop f8 is very sad. Guys, I'm in trouble here, I think. Okay, let's do something. I need to do something. Now f4 might be a good move. Maybe it's not so great, actually. I need to move my queen out of there if I ever want to force him to take on d6. I don't have a good square for my queen. This position is really ugly. Really, really ugly. So bishop h6, maybe queen h4. Bishop there. So now queen f6 makes perfect sense. Knight e4. Got knight e4. Knight d5. Shit. Okay. You don't like this, yeah. It's not looking great. It's not looking great. But material is equal. And now I'm finally forcing him to either take on d6 or he needs to do something. I'm winning a pawn on c5. But yeah, maybe my squares are just terrible. After a move like knight e4, I might not be able to take on c5. Well, I can, because I can take with the pawn on c5. Yeah, this is tough, because I will walk into a pin there. I might as well do it. I sack pieces to get this kind of position as white. Yeah, he has a great position and he didn't even sacrifice anything, right? The advantage for me is I'm playing without pressure because we already won the match. So it's like, okay, if If I lose, I lose, but I'm happy to make things complicated for white here. Like 94, pawn takes c5 maybe. You don't want it the only losing board. Thank you for the pressure. I don't want to be the only losing board. Yeah, I already won the first game, so I would not lose the match. It would be a tie. No, but seriously, I think bishop f4 might have been a bit of a sleep. I think he had better moves probably. Now it's not so clear. Yeah, now he takes. I might just take. I think I just take, right? And I don't see a problem without his bishop. 94 looks normal, but maybe f5 is possible. Maybe it's just a suicide. I don't know. Queen d5 check. You had to pay the drinks. We were 7-0 and I blundered mating 1 in winning position. I'm threatening this pawn, so I think he plays 94, yeah. Now bishop e7 to prepare rook d8 is interesting. It also covers some important squares, so I will do it fast, because also my time is not... Oh well, his time is not great either. I think I recovered the time advantage he had. Now rook d8 might be an idea. f5 I was worried about queen d5. Maybe it's just nothing, queen d5, king g7 and I'm safe and he has to move the knight, but he always has knight e6. If I play this f5 or if I don't, so I will not expose my king if he's gonna have knight e6 anyway. I'd rather wait for him to do it without even moving f5, so my king can be safer for the endgame. If he goes knight e6, I think I probably have to take it. I don't know, maybe rook d8 is a move, but I think I probably have to take it. It's gonna be a pass pawn for him though. Not one that is gonna promote, but okay, yeah, that's a bit annoying. But now rook d8, knight e6, I take, he takes, I can take. So I think that was probably bad before. Yeah. I think now he cannot go knight e6. Well, he can, but he loses a pawn. That is the difference between now and one move ago. Okay, now b6 is really tempting. Time scramble. Just a dream. Yeah, I was considering rook takes d1 first. Oh, it's the same, because I have to take with the bishop here. So he goes rook d1, bishop e7, and he has rook d7 still. So it's the same, actually. Unless I find a move other than bishop e7, which I might be able to find. Whoa! Didn't see that one coming. Need to be careful here. b5, I take it. He takes, I take on c5. Was considering bishop back, but oh, the rook is hanging. Uh-oh. Problems. Okay, life is tough. Oh no, he has rook c6. I missed rook c6. I thought I had a check and I don't have it. Well, life is tough, but I have to do this. Otherwise he would have rook c6. He has that. He has that. Yeah, I'm losing. I'm losing here, guys. Oops. Ah! This has increment, by the way. I shouldn't be doing this. Come on, you had mate in one. GG. Bishop e7 instead of bishop f6. Oh, sure. I mean, bishop f6 was a complete blunder, of course. Yeah, I didn't realize. I didn't see the fork on f3. Yeah. Any move would be better than bishop f6. I mean, the problem with that fork it was killing me, and I had no chance, because at first I thought here I had some chances for a perpetual with queen f4, but there was no way to get the queen to f4. Maybe queen takes b4 instead of the check here. Queen takes b4. Now it doesn't really matter, because rook takes bishop is check and would win my queen if I keep my queen on d2. I mean, it was like all wrong here. Also, he had rook c6 here immediately. Rook c6. So, yeah, position is terrible. Yeah, but you know, it's the kind of bad position that if I don't blunder, I can have an endgame and still win the endgame. That was what I was going for. But bishop f6, such a horrible move. Yeah, bishop e7 is a good move. He cannot take the pawn. Also, maybe even taking on c5. I mean, you have all kinds of problems. Nice try, thank you. Queen f3, but queen f3, I just take the knight. The rook. Well, I can take the knight with the rook, I mean. But yeah, queen f3 is still a thing. I'm not sure whether queen f7 kills me, so maybe I can just play queen c7 or rook c7. I mean, it's just a pawn, and he has no more checks later. So maybe I could just defend the rook, but at the very least, I have a better endgame here than in the other line, with queen takes or bishop takes. I guess queen takes. Queen c7 is bad, of course. Queen c7, I don't know. You think queen c7 is bad because then there's queen e8. Why? I mean, it looks suspicious, but why is it bad? How does white kill me here? I'm threatening bishop takes knight. It smells like there's a kill, but 98. 98 looks strong. Yeah. Okay. And rook c7. I mean, at the very least, white can have this endgame, which should be very interesting for them, but still better than the game. Yeah, in general, I think b6 was where my problems started, because I had absolutely no need to play b6. I could have stabilized my position first, especially knowing that the knight will go to d6. But I miscalculated here. I thought trading rooks and b6 was bad. That was the thing I was calculating, Shivili, and that was my problem. I calculated rook takes d1 followed by b6, and my conclusion was, nah, Not great. The rook comes to d7. So I decided to play b6 first, and I didn't see that, yeah, here I have to take with the bishop, and then after knight e6 I really have problems. So yeah, this was the problem. I didn't like this. I was calculating this, and I didn't like this. I didn't find a good move here because I didn't want to play rook e6. That's why this is the point where I rejected the line, and I said, okay, let's keep the rook on d8, so he cannot get to d7. and that's actually, where is the main line now? Oh, I lost it. I played b6 here, and I don't have the moves anymore. Thanks, chess.com. So at the very least, I mean, he played great. He played 96 here, and that was great. But at the very least, he has rook d1 and rook d7, so I'm not preventing the thing I wanted to prevent. Unless here I played some queen c7, or I don't know. Yeah, so here bishop e7. Maybe I can even take here. I don't know if this is too bad. Cannot be too bad. No, here I take the knight. What am I saying? Okay, maybe he doesn't take on e5. I think this is good for me. I think this is perfectly more than good for me. so maybe instead of taking on e5, he tries the same, right? The queen f3 move. So here I have rook c7, even queen c7. No, I take the knight. What am I thinking? Oof, I'm too tired, guys. Okay, I have a meeting in 5 minutes, so it's a good moment to stop here. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I lost this game in a match where we were clearly favorites. But as I said during the game, I don't trust any ratings, and this guy proved to be good enough to defeat me. And I don't think I played that terrible this game until that final blunder. Maybe I didn't manage the clock properly. That's good. That's yeah, that was a thing. Anyway, thanks Civilian for pointing out that I had the pressure not to be the only one to lose a game in this match, but I felt to that pressure, and I was. Anyway, yeah. I mean, like, I had no pressure at all, and then you said that, and I was like, oh boy. Okay, no, it's fine. I don't know whether this is buy drinks for the rest of your team. Okay, I'll do. I don't know whether this is very important for the tie breaks or anything. I'm not following the results a lot in this league, but I hope at least I won the first game, and I hope this is a good result. It was nice, guys. I'll see you next time. Hope you have a nice weekend. Bye bye.